Hi everyone, welcome to Chef Shelley's Kitchen. So I know this is a slightly different angle than what you're used to. I'm usually using my hot plate, but I thought for today we'd actually bring it right on over to the stove. So I don't have a lot of episodes on breakfast foods, and I thought I'd add one of my favorites. And as with everything that I share with you, I always say make the recipe your own. But one of the things I came to realize, I wondered, why were my omelets were not turning out as nicely as I'd like them to. And I remember being on a cruise and watching a chef, and I just decided to adopt his style. So what we're going to do is we're going to start first with a little bit of olive oil. So we're going to put that at the bottom. And then to that, we're actually going to add a little bit of minced garlic because it just adds a nice flavor to it. I'm going to do that. And then to that, we're also going to add bell peppers, any of your choice. I've got green here. You can use the red, the yellow, whatever you want. And we're going to add some onions, okay? Some diced onions. And we're just going to, and I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit because it's going a little fast for me. So you're not going to cook this all the way. You're just going to get it going, okay? So almost to the place of the onion being caramelized. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add just a little bit more oil to this. You don't want it too oily. But I'm going to say this is probably about a good tablespoon because I need the oil there for when I add the egg. All right, so now to that, I'm going to add some diced tomatoes. And I'm also going to put in some whole spinach. So I've got quite a bit of spinach here. I'm just going to put them in whole, just like that. And they cook nicely. So you might say, oh, don't you have to cut them up? Nope. They will wilt just right. And you can see it's all coming together. Again, this is a fairly quick meal to make, and it's oh so delicious. Enjoy serving it with a slice of toast, maybe whole wheat or whole grain toast, and maybe a piece of fruit. Okay, so it's just about where I need it to be. I'm going to show you kind of how it's looking so you can get a nice picture of that. Okay, so you're basically cooking the ingredients first. And I thought, oh, what a novel idea to be able to do that. So I hope you got a good look at that. Now, what we're going to do after we've put this back on, that's cooked pretty well, is now I'm going to add my egg. Okay, so I have two eggs here that I've already beat, and I'm gonna make sure it covers the entire pan. And let me also say this, the biggest secret to making a great omelet is having a great pan. So if you find that you're stick all the time, it's likely because you need a better pan. Now you're going to add your salt and pepper to your liking. I mean, I usually, this particular one is for my husband because I eat egg whites. And so this one is for him. And so we're going to just let this cook nicely. Another little secret, again, these are little small things that you can do if you find that maybe it's not cooking as well in one place versus another. Could just be the pan, the stove, the whatever. Is just take your omelet and move it over a little bit and let the rest of the yolk, or the egg rather, move into those places where it's already done. And so that little trick, that helps get your omelet nice and even. So one of the things that I've already done is I pre-cooked turkey sausage. And once this is done, because it doesn't have to cook, it's already cooked, then I'm just gonna layer it on top of it. And then I will put also my cheese. So this is actually extra sharp cheddar, and how much ever you want, you can just add to it. So this is coming along just beautifully. And I'm gonna just take another side. I see, okay, no, there's a little bit more egg that needs to get cooked. And voila. And it's looking beautiful. Actually, I'll give you a little picture. Hopefully you can see that pretty nicely. Hopefully that's a good view right there. Okay, so you see, it's so beautiful. All right, so we're just gonna let it cook just a little bit more. I'm gonna turn my heat back up some because I turned it down. But now is also a good time for me to go on and put this turkey sausage in there. And again, how much ever you want to use. Voila. Get all this stuff out of the way, because then we're going to need our plate. And I like to put the cheese on really kind of at the very end. Now, I also tend to put the sausage and the cheese on one side, the side I'm not going to flip. So now that I see that, the egg is pretty much done. The egg is pretty much done. There's a little bit more still here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on and add the cheese, okay? So we're gonna put the cheese, spread the cheese nicely, again, as I said, on one side of it, because then what we're gonna do is we're now going to, and maybe if we can get the camera to get a closer up of this if possible, is I'm gonna take this one side of it and we're gonna simply fold it over. Voila, look at that. Look how beautiful your omelets come out, and you've not made a mess of it. So then I just simply let it cook like that. And if I know that the egg is already done on the inside before I flipped it, then I don't have to flip it again, okay? And I can tell there's not egg that's gonna be left undone in there. What you might see oozing out, as I'm seeing here, is my cheese, okay? So we are pretty much done here. I'm gonna just move this around just a little bit just to make sure it's even in terms of the cooking. And if you would like, you can try to go on and do one more flip. Actually, I'm not going to do another flip because I can tell it's done. But if you want to do another flip, then you want to get a wider spatula than this, okay? So what we're going to do here, well, and I can actually do it with this one as well, but I usually use my wider one. And you can see what it looks like on the other side. So now we are done. We're done. The only reason why I flipped it was if in case your egg, you feel that there's still egg that needs to be done, then you can flip it. But we're done. It is ready to be placed on a plate and served with some toast and eaten up very quickly. Okay, and we had a little bit of sausage left in there, but voila, here we go. Here is your vegetable turkey sausage omelet, and extremely healthy, totally delicious, and as you saw, so easy to make. Enjoy. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to click on the little picture. I come out with a video every other week, something that's simple, delicious, and healthier to eat. Take care. Bye-bye.